Wow, that just kind of came out or cut off. No gentle progressions down. Welcome to the dungeon. Here we are tonight. Is everyone wearing pants? No, it is part of our DM player agreement that when we play, we don't wear pants. It's
do you want to see?
Yeah, yes. Here we go. Welcome tonight. Here we are, Monday. The one thing that makes it worth looking forward to a Monday, because everything else today was not that way. But we're glad you're here. We've got some fun stuff tonight, including a new intro video updated. I'm a fan. Marslin is not. So we're good.
Hey, I didn't say that.
You gotta realize,
my mouth.
Working with Marslin on this stuff, I pour effort into this and I'm like, oh man, this looks good. And then he's like,
garbage.
Can you fix the audio? Or like, can you make this look like, I like your idea, but could you just start over? That's
you
typically
feedback. And then
I do.
Don't want feedback.
I do. But it's like a 6-hour gap between my request for feedback and the feedback I get. So, no,
because
we're gonna be
ask for feedback while we're all working.
No, not for that.
That's actually how I made the cast. Was Marslin was way too late to say nay.
yeah. Wombat's a dwarf. He's already standing up. He has a standing desk. So you need to ask you now. Well, you'll be able to watch it here in a little bit. So here we go. We're going in the world of things. We've got Mike. How's Spider-Man 2?
It's amazing.
Great.
Very well done. Very well done.
And
they finally came out with a second Spider-Man.
Yeah, and apparently they're already into talking about a third one. And then they've got Wolverine up on the docket.
This came out in 2004. What are you talking about?
Oh boy, he's doing a bit.
I'd be all for Wolverine. Just saying.
Well, if it's anything like what they did with Spider-Man, it's going to be good.
So. Mm-hmm. So they released the trailer, the like opening cinematic for Wolverine, 2 years ago? I want to say. I remember seeing it, and it looked really good. But yeah, if they do an open world Wolverine like the Spider, oh man, yeah,
I know, see like GTA Wolverine style.
Yes, and I know Star Wars is doing that. Star Wars Outlaws comes out next year, and it's designed that way. Non-Jedi related, like roguish, sneaking around, Assassin's Creed style Star Wars, and I'm all about that. So, but your face would be at my pie. Outlaws does look great. So I hope they don't screw it up. The only thing that has me concerned is it's Ubisoft, and they usually piss in the cake batter.
Did you know there's actually a story to Assassin's Creed? It's not just running around murdering people in different settings.
I hear that. What gets me is
new Assassin's Creed.
Ubisoft does bits with their controls. I don't like their controls. Like, it's never good. It always has to be remapped. I know me and Gwynton tomorrow. Return to Moria comes out, a survival-based dwarf adventure. Voiced a lot of voice work done by John Rhys Davies. I'm pretty stoked. It's Lord of the Rings for one. It's pretty canonical or whatever.
Canonical.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones's best friend is doing voiceover work for a Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sala. I love John Rhys Davies. Like, he seems like a dude I'd really want to party with because like he's awesome. It's not canon, but the developers said that it's so close to canon, it could be canon. Or not the developers, the Tolkien estate, because they've been working very closely with the Tolkien estate.
9 a.m. tomorrow is launch.
Yeah, weird. And the servers will probably be down or something will be broken for the first 4 hours anyways, because that's every launch nowadays.
There have been 22 Assassin's Creeds? No.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, they have Vikings and pirates and like Civil War Assassin's Creed
and a terrible movie.
It was a movie?
Yeah,
it was.
It was rough.
Oh, you can get an Assassin's Creed gaming chair for only $660.
They should have just
They
added
gotta
that
make
extra
their money
$6
somehow.
on it.
Yeah.
Oz, what have you been up to? We can't hear you, so that's great.
Watching anime.
Oh, great.
Just watch anime with when I have some time. But other than that, I took the family on vacation down to New Smyrna Beach.
Of course you did.
Yes, that's why it was like it was part of a conversation last week. Was Smyrna.
Did you drive down there in your car painted in Smyrna green?
I'd have to.
Oh, boy.
Yes, I did.
You started.
I
this.
think that my van is green, and my family tells me it's gray, but I'm colorblind, so I'm right and they're wrong.
That's fair.
Makes sense to me.
Marsland, what have you been up to?
I had in all seriousness, a photo market yesterday. Sold some of the pictures. It was
Oh,
very exciting.
cool.
Yeah. So I had been doing a lot of work prepping for that, but now that's in the rear view, so I get to go back to being in the mountains.
Nice. And Justinian?
So daughter's 16th birthday this weekend. We of course hit the Ren Fair one more time, and then
You are a trooper.
The Leprechaun movies were her Halloween movies of choice this year.
Okay. I'm the
Yeah.
leprechaun.
Yeah, last year was Child's Play, and I have to say I enjoyed it a whole lot more. But we stopped like before he got to the hood or space this year, so I think we did it right.
Yeah.
That was
Anything
Warwick,
after the second one.
that was Warwick Davis, right? He
Yeah.
did all those. Yep.
Yep.
Our very own Wicket Warwick.
Speaking of movies, I watched last weekend with the family what was billed as a scary movie. Megan, has anybody heard of this?
It's
Yeah.
not
I've seen
scary.
It
It's
is
not.
not scary.
It's
It's
not
a
a bad.
thriller.
It's a thriller. Yeah, because it's not even horror.
It's almost comedy.
Yes, I didn't think it was terrible, and I thought the acting was pretty well done, but the story was a little weak.
The story was not great. The cinematography I thought was quite pretty.
If you want to watch a real banger, though, Slaughterhouse.
Slaughter, not slaughter.
It is on Hulu right now.
Probably just as good as Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
It's terrible. It's
Oh
really,
my gosh, this looks amazing.
It's really, really bad. Now it is classified as a comedy, but it wasn't even funny. It was terrible. So
It got 52% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is better than a lot of bad
course.
movies.
But speaking of movie reviews and video game reviews, Banter and Babble, they'll be with us at 9 p.m. this week. So we'll be with you with some Dwarven adventures before Banter and Babble, and then we'll take you right in. I didn't see, let me check my chat, see if they sent it at the last minute. So, nope. So we'll see what they talk about there. I'm sure there'll be some stuff on there. Then half-ass beer review. This week he didn't want to do a beer review. He wanted to do a brewery review, something that's near and dear to me and Mike because we're close to it, which was New Ales Brewery. So if you go over to Haber, half-ass beer review on YouTube, that he'll have the New Ales review up where we went there. I was there recently, and this is an image of the French toast stout that they just did. When we were there interviewing the brewer, Wes, the owner, he was telling me how like the guy next door that sells pizza like accidentally ordered too many or ordered French toast, didn't mean to or something, so he just turned it into beer. Actual French toast is used to make the French toast beer. So that was pretty cool. It was very delicious. And then the next door to them, their buddy, because they had all this space, opened up a pizza place, Steel City Pizza. And Mike, you've had this pizza and you enjoyed it.
I did.
And I had this one. This was the meatball one. It was like crumbled meatball on the pizza and big chunks of mozzarella. It was delicious, all stone fired and all that. So, brewery.
Dude, when are you guys gonna invite me down to like go hit up these places with you? Because
Just-
always beer and pizza, and I never get an invite.
Well,
Let's be honest here. Chris lives 10 minutes away, and New Orleans is 5 minutes away, and I don't get an invite.
You went with us to that, and I did invite you when I went the other day. Now, there were some scheduling things, but yes, we've established in previous episodes I'm a terrible friend. So we will organize something where we do some stuff, because we got some places we could take.
I am curious. Will the brewery actually have beer that tastes like beer?
Yes, New Ales does.
Okay, because you just mentioned French toast, and that's not beer. That's
they've got I guess a pretty solid Dunkel there, German Dunkel,
Dunkel's
and
pretty good. Yep.
yeah. They've got an IPA that they do, which I wouldn't drink. So yeah, they have beer there.
They have beer tasting beer.
Yeah.
So
So
do they not have any beers you like then, Flushit?
They have-
beer flavored beer.
they have several.
But you got to be a little more specific on that, Biddle, because it's are you looking for Miller flavored beer? Are you looking for Bud flavored beer? Because those are not beers.
No, those aren't beers.
No,
that's
water.
that's just water.
That's pea water. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I actually, and I think about this all the time. I really like around this time frame the Marzens they put out, not Marzen beers, because they're nice and malty and stuff. But and then of course we got to bring up Midland Mall Comic Con. Jeremy, how many giveaways do we have on top of the other things?
I have like 400 drink coasters.
So
400?
they'll be gone. We did like 200 last year, and they were gone in an hour. So
yeah, I walked by your guys' booth first thing, and
they were gone already, I think.
And then by the time I circled around to play in the first actual session, they were gone.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah.
So they will not last. So coming out, get your coaster. We're gonna have some dice towers you can purchase, and then we're gonna have our giveaway. So Banter and Babble will be there, emceeing it, the costume contest, and all that. So it's gonna be pretty great. Can we ship you one? Why don't you fly out? It's just to Michigan, man. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. But let's see. All right. I try to keep our intro under 15 minutes, so we're there. Because we're here to play D&D, right? So anything else before we get started?
Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, our brand new edited intro. Myself. Bam. All right, let's get some music going.
Well done with that intro.
Yeah,
Looks really good.
it is. It's a really good intro.
Yeah, there's one thing that we want to change up on it, but I got to get some things factored out. Last week, trying to get the volume of this right so I don't get yelled at. Last week, the party traveled to the lake to acquire the Gefnel they were missing for the ingredients to the long-awaited cure of Maird's Kiss, the plague that's been spreading through the land. After a near catastrophic encounter with large fish, after collecting a sizable amount of Gefnel, Gwynton saves the party by shooting them up to the surface. Oh. They collected what they needed and began brewing their temporary antidote to help them survive a bit longer as they all suffer from the sickness. Traveling for a couple days, they land northward into the Spirit Woods forest as the sun sets in the evening. Here we are. What do you want to do?
Well, if it's evening, we should rest and search first thing in the morning with the light out.
I thought the thing we were looking for blooms at night here. Is that something else that we're
No,
looking for?
it is. Sorry.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, nope, nightshade.
Yep. That's what I thought. I was like,
too
wait.
many things.
Thought we said we were sleeping during the day because we had to be here at night. Like,
You know why I forgot? I don't have my notes up.
So we will not be resting, DM. Do not move that counter.
Well, I'll be resting because I'm going to die. But Marsland, Oz, you ready to go? I'll hop off the ship. Get down to session.
No time like the present.
As you begin preparing to disembark, Colton again comes out. Well, I believe I will also be traveling with you, just to make sure things are on the up and up.
Well, I will not say no to help finding what we're looking for and an extra pair of hands, because I guarantee we're going to find some wild animals out here to fight.
We can handle everything, Uncle, but if you insist.
I do.
It's a good thing nobody asked you.
Could you keep your toy under control?
Let's depart.
I could see the awkward glances.
I'll pull out Lightbringer and ignite it.
Okay.
Marsland, come here.
What do you have, Gwynton?
I mean, what do I have? It's the thing I've had all the time for like 43 sessions now.
Oh, you just told me to come here. I was wondering what you were telling me to come here for.
Yes. Can I see your staff real quick?
What is the session?
And I'll cast light on his staff.
I just look at my staff. It's just right there.
I am short. Your staff is tall. Give me the end of it.
Lower it down.
And cast light on it so he has the light. As you know, Mr. Blind Man.
All right. So you venture out into the forest. You walk for an hour. Night has rolled in. It's definitely pitch black under the cover of the trees, and you can hear the leaves crackling under your feet and sticks as the leaves a lot of them have fallen. Some moonlight shines down, helping illuminate your path. After a while, a fog rolls in as the cool air starts to rise and making it difficult to see. You search for a while, and using your passive perception, you all see a faint bluish glow in the distance through the fog.
I want to point out my passive perception is higher than literally any other of my stats. So
You really notice.
I'm low to the ground. The fog's over me. I'll actually deactivate Lightbringer so it glows a little more, like just be able to see a little better, and then
Okay.
I'll walk and make my way towards it.
As you walk toward it, you notice they disappear. Then, after a few moments, you see two strange red glowing orbs piercing through the veil of the fog. The fog slowly begins to fall around your ankles as before you stands this thin, gaunt creature. Its distended mouth chews what is left of a bright flower. You can see the pieces of the glowing pieces moving around in its mouth as it chomps over and over, its jaw swinging down with big biting motion. Before it turns and kind of looks towards you, and you see its jaws just hanging down, swinging back and forth. You see the sharp, serrated teeth in its mouth. Its pale, almost glowing skin in the moonlight looks stretched over a thin skeletal frame as its eyes turn and lock on you, and it releases this otherworldly howl. And the sound just echoes through the forest as it steps towards you.
No.
Immediately activate Lightbringer's light again to see.
Okay. All right. Little dice, big dice, roll initiative, everybody.
Only if I had my cure curse on. I just remember. See what it did to him.
Let me get that map
First
over
nat
here.
one.
77? What is
Oh, I rolled a D100 earlier.
It just showed up on my screen. I can't roll a dice. What is happening?
Reload.
I already did.
Not a natural, but it's still a 20.
First nat one.
Where were we?
Plenty more to come.
Right.
Oh, what is going on?
Forgot something else I forgot to do, which was get Justinian's character in here.
He's not important.
You have no excuses. You had no football game yesterday.
I have no excuses. I just literally forgot. So, give me 1 second here.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, cool.
Oh, Jesus.
We're all under 10 except for Justinian.
I am not.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Okay.
I did not see your roll.
Okay.
I got
I just-
15.
Oh, I need to do something else here. 1 second.
This thing looks like a fucked up Meyer Walker or something.
I gotta switch the interface over to little dice. That's right. I did it. Little dice, big dice. Roll, everybody. I told him I was going to. Get back to what I was doing here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right, we're going to start, and Colton is going first.
Damn.
Water Walk isn't going to save us this time.
Yeah, his initiative was 25. All right. You see him kind of look back as he starts beating his chest. Grr, grr, rah! And You notice this familiar rage as kind of magical particles erupt from him.
This is where we stab him in the back.
You can certainly try.
We can just let the monster and him go at it solo and then take out whoever is still standing.
I'm just going to stand there with my halberd like in front of me, just like the point in the ground, and just casually looking at him. And just casually looking at him.
Okay, this is something. This is new. Hold on. All right. As he lets out this roar, Justinian, you disappear and reappear where he is, and he reappeared where you are. He kind of shakes his head and moves forward. Okay.
Oz, you are way more useful when you do this.
And he is...
Just watch, my dear Justinian.
Wait, does he get an opportunity attack? Does he just moved out of...
No.
Wait. Do you want to?
Teleportation, you don't do it with.
No, but,
Well,
but
he
just
then walked away from us.
He just walked away. Yep.
I'm not doing
Quentin.
anything.
No?
Okay, Marslin, you were there too. Do you want to?
He hasn't attacked us yet?
No.
No?
You want fireball?
All right. he's gonna attack.
Ah!
He's gonna attack the monster. He hits with his first attack. He hits with his second attack. He does. Hold on. Hold on, I mismarked something.
He does 702 damage. What?
Okay, he's going to do 12 damage on his first attack and 13 on the other, so 25. All right. Justinian, you are up.
All right, so I am going to walk down to the bush so that I'm straight across from that monster.
Okay.
Bonus action, I'm going to hex him.
All right.
And disadvantage on wisdom saving throws for him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just point my sword at him, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast for the first time.
All right. Is that Hex? No, that's Magic Shield. I'm looking what symbol they use for Hex. That's Frighten. I don't think they have anything, so we're going to do this.
I believe you mean Toll of the Dead.
No, I meant Eldritch Blast.
All right.
So that is a 23 to hit for the first bolt.
Okay. That hits.
And the second bolt is a 9.
That does not.
Okay, so he's going to take 1d10 force damage from me, and he takes 10.
Nice.
And then he's also going to take a d6 necrotic from my hex.
All right.
Ooh.
And that's 6 necrotic damage on top of the 10 force damage. So one blast I just missed because I've never done this before, and the second one I just like blast him straight in the chest for everything.
So you see Justinian run down, and you're using your normal sword, not the broken one, right? Or the broken one. What? Which one?
I'm using the broken one as my spell focus. So
Okay, so you see him run down and thrust out the hilt, and this. What color do you want the magic to be?
we'll make it green.
Okay, this dark, like emerald green energy swirls around and blasts out, and it slams into the creature. Yeah, I need to do something here real quick. All right, and it's kind of pushed back a bit. Okay. It's that creature's turn. And it is going to attack Colton. First one. Misses.
Whoops.
1 second.
Marsden now knows the history of the plant he's sitting next to.
Okay. All right, and in the second attack, that definitely hits. Yeah, he would use his arcane deflection, but that does not allow that to hit still. And he's going to take 20 points of slashing damage. And nope. 1 second. Okay.
Remember, he takes half.
He does take half. Thank you.
Gosh, your mouth.
All right. Quentin, you are up.
I'm going to move there. And can I get a wisdom saving throw on the creature? I'm going to use Toll the Dead.
Okay.
And that's done at disadvantage because of Hex being on him.
Good deal. Well, he rolled 2 6s for a 6.
Cool. 1 second. He takes 11 points of necrotic damage. Sorry,
right.
with it being... they don't have a 2d12 option. It's only 2d8. But because he's already took damage, it's supposed to be a d12.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Gwenton steps up, and you just hear "Dum" as it rings out, and you hear the creature. Marsland, you are up.
Okay. I am going to cast. Wait. I was like, sorry. Chromatic orb at this thing.
You sure you don't want magic missile?
Maybe I should play as if I am Trasty. I'm gonna do that as acid damage. Oh, sorry. Need to roll the attack first. It's been a while since I've done this. 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Or I should have done the other damage roll for 8 points of damage.
All right. So this shiny orb comes pulsing out of Marsland and head slams into the creature and just kind of shakes.
Oh.
Bishop, you are up.
All right, I will move down 2 blocks left of Colton.
Oh, 2 blocks left of Colton? Okay.
Yep. And I will go into. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go into patient defense.
Okay. All right. So Bishop stomps down and just kind of sets into a defensive stance.
Yep.
All right, Oz, you are up.
All right. Gonna rage.
All right. Roll it up.
All right.
And Marsland was never seen again.
Yep. 13.
Okay. And let me roll here. Roll a D6 for me. Stop moving and roll a D6.
Well, it's not moving on my side. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
All right, D6. There you go.
I didn't see it because I'm in another window.
Oh, 1.
1. Okay. Marsland, as Oz bursts into a rage, you feel your feet lift from the ground as you now have a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 minute.
Oh, cool.
All right, Oz.
I don't know that it's for 1 minute. I'm just floating, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Oz, where do you want to go?
So we were here. Sorry, it's just very slow right now.
No problem.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, as far as I can go.
Okay.
And that's within reach still there of the halberd because it has reach,
10,
correct? Yeah.
It has 10 feet. Yep.
Yeah, it has 10 feet. So I'm gonna roll it up. And it has been a while. Close a few windows and see if this goes faster. 27 hit.
That hits. That was close.
Yep. I don't know what I just rolled. Hold on a second. Disregard that. Come on. There you go.
So the second damage number?
Oh, is that a damage number I rolled the first
Yeah.
time? It looked like
Yeah.
a D6. Oh,
Yeah.
No. Just
Nope.
go with the first one then.
Okay, I was gonna say it's a nice one.
It's very slow on my side. All right.
That's fine.
Second attack.
Okay.
That's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. And that's for 9 points of damage. Nope, that's for 14 points of damage.
All right.
And then I am raging, so add it's another 4 for 2 for each hit.
Okay.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
All right.
Couldn't finish him off with one blow, could you, Uncle? You're getting old.
Tap into your rage, Asdolf. All right. All right. Gwenton, you feel yourself disappear and appear right next to the creature as Colton arrives right where you were.
How the fuck did I get here?
It's his rage thing.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
this is not where I want to be. I should not be frontline.
Okay. Colton comes back down and is going to... Let's see. All right. He's going to attack because he has a halberd as well. That hits. Second attack. That hits with a 32. For 30 points of damage. As he thrusts out, and you can just see the rage in his eyes. Justinian, you are up.
You're muted.
I'm sorry. Can I still Eldritch Blast with Colton standing there, or will I hit Colton and not the monster?
Do you see Colton as an enemy or an ally? I have to ask that.
Currently as an ally.
Okay, then yes, you can cast through him.
Okay.
This is such a weird mechanic.
All right, so Eldritch Blast again. That is a nat 20.
There it is. Get that deck out.
All right, so that'll be 2d10.
Nope. Oh, we got a whole deck of effects for natural 20s and crit ones.
Oh, okay.
Blast of Power, triple damage.
Triple damage.
Triple damage? Okay.
So you triple the rolled number and then add your modifier.
All right, so whoops, that's not the right one. All right, so 3d10.
No.
What?
Roll 1d10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you'll triple it.
Yeah, then you triple it.
Okay, so roll 1d10 and then roll 1d6 for the hex damage.
And yeah, the hex is not. The hex wouldn't be tripled, right?
No,
it's
why wouldn't it?
The blast. The hex is a secondary. It's like a bonus action.
It's a secondary effect. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and until I look it up.
All right, so I rolled 10 on the die, so that's 30. And then I'll do 1d6 by itself.
Because, you're good, Jeff. So,
Okay.
Drastin, when I was a blood hunter, I didn't add damage, triple the damage or anything.
It says you do not multiply static bonus damage. Things like Hex, Hunter's Mark, Branding Smite, etc.
Okay, so it'll be 36 damage total for that first blast. 30 force damage and 6 necrotic.
All right.
And then my second blast at him with Eldritch Blast. Ooh, only a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right.
So you again two emerald orbs blast out and slam into the creature. One of them goes deep into his chest. You feel him buckle over as he just stares into your soul. All right. Gwenton.
That's it.
He's going to make an attack on Gwenton. All right. The first one did not hit.
Surprising.
The second one most definitely did hit.
With a 32, probably.
It hit. You take 21 points of slashing damage, and you are grappled and restrained. So let me put that on there. This is the one for grapple. It's cursed, weakened. these could move a little faster so that I could see. Oh, here's restrained. Yeah, we'll say that's okay. There you are, Gwynton. It's your turn.
I'll cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. What's the size of Spirit Guardians?
15-foot circle.
Okay. Casting it on, it goes on you, right?
Yeah, it's centered on me.
Yep.
And then everyone who's I don't perceive as enemies is going to be fine. So, black hole.
Oh,
That would be Frost, Oz, Bishop, Justinian, and Mars way back off their circle. And we agree, it doesn't do damage when it gets first cast, right?
What's it say?
It just says when a creature enters or starts its turn.
Okay, so nope, just when they start their turn. So is there any healing that goes out, or?
No, it's literally just a circle, and then the creature starts taking damage next turn, I guess.
Oh, I thought it did healing for players in it as well.
No, it just says when you cast a spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed, it takes 3d8 radiant.
Okay. All right.
Which it still has disadvantage on.
Marzin, you are up.
okay. I am going to. What do I see exactly?
You see this glowing circle of. Well, what is your spirit guardians? What do they look like?
If I'm good, they are angelic.
It's a
or
little
fey.
flying whatever. So-
Well, I can see through all of this.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna move down to here. What is going on? I'm gonna hover into the air 10 feet up,
Okay.
and then I'm going to look down and cast Witch Bolt at this thing.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit
It does.
for 6 points of damage?
All right. All right. So as Marsland floats up a bit, this crackling energy, red energy, starts arcing from the creature to Marsland, back and forth. And Bishop, you are up.
All right, I will move one right of Gwynton,
All right.
and I will activate my Clockwork Amulet.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit this thing?
Yep.
Okay. And then I will take my second attack. That's a 25 to hit.
Just hits.
I will use Flurry of Blows. One more attack. A 10 misses. And I will use my last flurry to heal Gwynton for 8 points.
Okay.
I appreciate the help. All right, so 3 attacks hit for a total of 33 damage.
All right. So you, Bishop runs forward, and with one fist he connects with the creature. Another fist, and then he reaches over and just puts a hand on Gwynton. Gwynton, you start feeling yourself get better as the creature howls out in almost ecstasy. Oz, you are up.
First attack 14.
That does
second
not
attack,
hit.
25.
And 25 does hit. Yep.
Yep. And that is just waiting on the animation. 15 damage.
Okay.
Okay, bonus action. It's the butt end of the spear.
Does it have the same range? Because that seems like a.
Am I 10? Oh, okay. I'd have to take a look at that. Why don't I just move up?
Okay.
I could move up myself. Think. Maybe.
Yeah.
And am I moving?
Now you are. You're there.
Where is it?
You're just to the southeast of it.
Sorry, my spirit guardians are making it hard for you to see.
Yeah, it's like Bishop looks like he's on top of it on my screen, but I look at the stream and Bishop's not on top of him. It's very bizarre. All right. All right, I'm assuming that's... Yeah, okay. Now, I really tried to preload so he wouldn't have to be waiting on me. Okay. It's 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yep. And that is the end of my turn.
Oz thrusts out at the creature, piercing it, but comes to no avail with any additional attacks. He runs forward and thrusts his halberd at the creature with no luck. That's my son. Keep up the good fight.
We lost him, so I think he could reboot his computer.
Uh-oh. Okay. So Colton's turn. Okay. Bishop, you feel yourself mystically teleport away.
I couldn't have been me. Pull me out of the hands.
That's true. That would have been handy. As Colton is going to make his attack. First attack. That hits. Second attack. Also hits. For 23 points of damage. All right, Justinian, you are up.
All right. So, seeing that Gwenton got hit, I am going to run to the south of this creature that we're trying to take down.
Okay.
Putting away the hilt back in my bag, pulling out the actual short sword, and I'm going to just swing at him twice with it.
Okay.
First swings for 24.
That hits.
And that is 8 slashing damage, along with another 2 necrotic.
Okay. And the necrotic is
swing.
from the hex?
Hex, yep. Anytime I hit it with an attack roll of any kind, I believe. And then a 13, which I know does not hit.
That does not hit. All right.
Yep, I got a little overzealous.
Justinian runs forward, takes a slash at the creature, cutting into its flesh. As he comes around, the creature grabs hold with its other hand, your sword, and just throws it back at you. Okay, start of its turn, it needs to do what? Wisdom save at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm muted.
17.
Yeah, it succeeded.
Actually, I did that wrong. It was a natural 1. I was looking at advantage when I had it at disadvantage. So yeah, it was a 1.
Takes 11 points of damage.
All right.
Radiant damage.
As it bursts into its flesh, these little winged creatures just start pecking at it and hitting him. He's going to attack Gwenton.
Surprise. Why would you attack anybody else when you got one grappled?
Literally ran up hoping that it wouldn't attack you. Like,
Nah, man, it's got you grappled. It's going to go for whoever it has.
yeah, absolutely.
First attack hits. Second attack hits.
I'm going to roll 2d20 real quick. Oh, wait. Okay, I forgot I had advantage on that anyway, so I think I need to roll 2 more.
Hold
Make
on.
sure that my things stay. Anything higher than a 10, right? For concentration?
Oh, yes. And it's just a
Okay.
base roll. Yeah. Okay. So you take 30 points of damage. Some of that is necrotic.
God, dog.
All right. Quentin, you are up.
I'm going to cast a healing thing on myself.
Okay.
Which one's best? Cure wounds. They're both through the. Nope. Okay. Use cure wounds. Don't heal for 28.
All right.
I don't think. I can't really do anything about this action because I cast a spell already. Okie dokie.
That's it. All right. So oh,
I'm sorry. I'm also going to use my first channel divinity. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to use it. Don't worry about it.
okay. So, Gwenton, you just see a flash of light as his wounds begin to close. He looked really bad for a second, and then you see these gashes from the bite marks on him as it was trying to like swallow his face. So his face is mauled up, and then they close back. It's a fight. Marslin, you are up.
Okay. Right between Bishop and the creature, out of the ground, a hand made of compacted dirt is going to start reaching up, and it's just going to bend towards the creature and start grasping towards it.
What is that one?
It to Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. Let me get back. Strength. Natural 20.
No.
Damn.
Yes. Also, your red energy arcing between you and the creature now ends. As the Earthen Grasp is a concentration spell, and you can't have 2 concentrations.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
Yep.
So you just got a giant hand there?
Yes.
Okay. It stays there, right? Am I wrong?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so as well. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
So much going on. Bishop, you are up.
Well, can't move forward now. All right. Can I try to assist Gwenton in breaking the grasp?
Yeah, you can assist,
Nice.
and that would give him advantage on his turn to break out of it.
Okay. That's what I will try to do now. I will try to break him free of his
Okay.
grasp, and that'll be my turn.
All right. So Bishop reaches over and grabs hold of the creature's claws. He's pulling fingers, and it's screaming out as he's trying to help Gwynton get out of the grasp. Oz, you are up.
All right. And first attack. That's a 25. Second
That
attack.
hits. Look at how fast this is.
I know. I just had to
That
kick the
misses.
laptop in the teeth. All right. 16. That's a miss. Okay. And damage for the first one. That's going to be 14 points of damage. Then bonus action. That is a 19 to hit. Get out
That
of the
hits.
way. For 10 points of damage.
Okay. All right. As Oz flails furiously at the creature, hitting it, you see it's you've peeled back some of the flesh. You see inside there's like beetles and bugs start crawling out of the skin and down to the ground. Oops, not that one. Okay. As Colton starts his turn, him and Bishop switch places again.
There's Trucker.
That's wild magic, man. All right, he's going to make an attack. First attack. Hits. Second attack. Hits. For 29 points of damage. Justinian, you are up.
All right. 2 more swings with my short sword at this guy.
All right.
First one is a 24.
Yep.
So that will be 9 slashing damage.
All right.
And 3 necrotic.
All right.
And second attack with my sword.
Natural
20.
20. Get that
Second
deck
one
out.
of the night.
Yeah. Hacks.
All right.
Hacks.
All right. Bloodied nose. Maximum damage.
All right.
All right,
So, you,
so
don't, you don't
that's-
even need to roll.
So that's 2d6, 12 plus 6, so 18. And then another 3 necrotic off of the hex.
All right. Justinian's blade strikes true as he's just going crazy over there as like little bursts of green and black energy burst off the creature as the hex surrounds it. It's the creature's turn.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. You're right.
Disadvantage.
Yep, with disadvantage. Ooh, that's another natural 1.
Oh,
20 points of damage. Radiant.
All right. All right, it's going to attack Gwynton. First attack is a natural 20. We'll deal with that one.
Okay. Slashed ankles, triple damage, and you are knocked prone. Make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. When attempting to get back up on a failed save, you are unable to do so.
Am I prone while grappled?
No, but when you hit the ground, you'd be prone.
Okay.
So triple damage, so I'll roll the first one.
Did anyone make note of the redemption of chaos in the stream?
No, because I didn't see it. King Cuddle's Bishop's Recalibration and oh no. Oh no. Okay, first Bishop's Recalibration. So Bishop, you gain advantage on your next save, attack, or skill check. And you've already given advantage to Gwenton for getting out. And then chaos from any 24/24. This is give the dungeon master a natural 20 on their next save, ability check, or attack.
What?
What? Who did
That is
that?
what chaos is.
Yeah, good old any 24/24.
Why have you done this to us?
Only me. You guys are fine. I'm the one who's gonna be dead right now.
Right, and then he's got a nat 20 for the rest of us.
No,
Okay.
it's
No,
a net 20
it
on a
just-
saving throw. So it's
No.
Or
No,
attack.
no.
It's
Attack.
It's everything.
It's anything.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
So that's 2 nat 20s on Quentin.
Yep. So I got to finish out
Goodbye.
the damage on Gwenton. So Gwenton, 10 more necrotic, and then 31 more necrotic.
The real question is, does that double his HP?
Do we see anything? Do we see a tiny little ally of ours tumble to the ground?
Well, he's in the grips right now.
That was
So-
all from the first attack, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was the
all from the
first
first attack. Yep. So you're
Oof.
okay. So he's still. You see him in the grips of the creature. Natural 20. Get the deck out.
Triple damage.
Oh my god.
And the target must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target can make 2 fewer attacks on his next turn.
Make your Constitution saving throw.
Well,
It's a fail.
Okay. So triple damage again.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Quentin's resolve.
That gives him a +5, I think. So
I'm not
that would give
using
you.
it, though.
Okay, you're not using it. Okay. Hold on. Math rocks. Okay. So the total hit against you, what's your max HP?
55, I think.
Okay. The total hit was 40 against you. It's not individual damage, so it's one hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You are pretty tough. So, Marslin, you're up.
I see anything?
Do you see anything? You see a monster with Gwenton.
Okay.
And the little flighty fairy whatever things that were around in a circle have disappeared.
Okay, but I wouldn't know why that was. I'm going to try and re-grapple the creature.
Okay. So that is a strength saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. A 6.
Cool. He is grappled
Okay.
and takes 6 points of damage.
All right.
Bludgeoning.
Here's not a good one for grapple. I'll do that. All right. 6 points of damage. All right.
A whole 6 points.
All right.
That's it.
All right. And while it's grappled, means nothing. Just can't move. All right, Bishop, you are up.
All right. So is Quentin down? I'm looking at, since I was still trying to break him free.
You don't see him moving a whole lot. I would say it's because you were there actively trying to pry him free, so you were looking straight at him.
Yes. Okay. All right. I will attack the creature.
Okay.
First attack with advantage. So, all right, 23 hits.
Yep.
Second attack. Misses. Flurry of blows. Sucks they put all the key points are at the very bottom of the damn sheet.
Yeah, I know. I wish you could move them around.
It needs to be up by the attacks.
Yes.
All right, so the third attack, an 18, which
That hits. Yep.
And then I will touch Quentin again on the shoulder and heal him for 8 points.
Okay.
All right, so total damage is going to be 26 damage to the creature.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. As Bishop, you just see a flurry of punches. Oz, you are up.
All right, 25 to hit on the first one. And
That
it
hits.
is a nat 1 on the second one.
Get that deck out.
How do you want to handle it? You want to just do that first, or do we
Do
want to
do
deal
your
with
first.
the
Go ahead and do your
All right.
damage on the first one.
All right. That is a 15 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Pulled muscle. You deal half damage on your next attack.
Okay.
Okay. And my next attack is a bonus action for a pole arm mastery. And so hit him with the butt of the spear at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that a hit? I'm assuming it's a hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. And that is for 4 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Oz steps up, and as he does, he trips over the halberd itself, and he slashes at it, but he doesn't push it very hard, so it doesn't go in very, very far. The creature is angry. Okay. So, this is super weird. Wait, no. What is... As Justinian and Colton change places. And Colton attacks. He hits. And hits. Okay, so that's okay. Colton steps up and he thrusts the halberd through the chest of the creature, and as he does, he looks over at Oz. This is how you finish them off. And he just like takes his elbow and slams it down, and as he does, like magic bursts out of the halberd, and it just slices straight down, and the creature splits in two, and it just begins folding downward until it's basically two halves still attached by its head there. Gwenton hits the ground and just kind of rolls over to the side as the creature is now dead.
I immediately take out my healing kit.
Okay.
I'm going to start coughing.
Go ahead. Yeah. I look over at Oz and I kind of nudge my head towards his uncle and just kind of like,
What? Oh, yes. He is quite good. Yes.
Not sure that's what the nudge was for. As always, oblivious. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my healing kit out, and I'm going to use it on Gwyn.
Okay.
You're
Like immediately.
It really shouldn't be frontlining at all. This always happens.
What is the matter with Gwynton?
You know, I talked to you for a few minutes. He's doing okay. He still doesn't have any arms.
Well, that was exhilarating. And you see Colton, he takes a bit of his robe and just kind of wipes the ichor from the creature off and reattaches a halberd to the back. It's good to see you haven't lost your edge, Ozadolf, but it seems you've become clumsy.
Enough of that. We have a man down. Stop with your taunting.
Taunting? I'm just observing to make you better.
Later. Is he okay?
He will be fine.
I'll live, Oz.
You are. You are fine.
Not the first time I've gone down.
You look horrible.
Oh, I've definitely have been better.
Yes, I apologize, Gwynton. Sometimes tapping into the strands of the ether get a bit uncontrollable.
Well, I won't lie. You switching me and you definitely did not do me any favors. But Oz, I know Oz has a lot of different abilities. He does.
Somebody explain to me why I am floating right now. I drift on over.
And I'll point over at Marsland. Unexpected consequences. But they have their advantage.
I'm trying. Do I have good control over this?
Yeah, it's flying, so it's different than levitation.
Okay. I'm just kind of going up and down, left and right, kind of getting a feel of it and experimenting with how my body responds.
Are you staying at the 10 feet range?
I'd say I'm going like up and down, plus minus like 5 feet or so.
Okay.
Not very high.
AFK for a sec.
Okay.
Where is the flower? Where is Guffnell?
I believe Gefnel is a plant that grows underwater. You won't find it here, Osdolf.
Already got Gefnel, Oz.
What is that blasted flower we're supposed to be finding here?
Oz, we're looking for Night Bloom.
Nightshade, Quentin.
Night Bloom. I'm not going to call it anymore. It blooms at night. I gave it a new name.
I do believe it is Nightshade. You're being quite confusing.
We want the Cinder Bloom and the Nightshade.
And Colton walks over.
You want to see my papers where I took the notes.
And Marsland, all of a sudden, you come crashing down to the ground for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah, rude.
And Colton walks over to Justinian. You, on the other hand, have potential. If you seek to increase your power, I can be of assistance.
Same to you.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm going to, slowly get up. Do I need to roll whatever what was for when I had a fell or whatever? But I don't know about it.
Yeah, your ankles are slit. I
What was it again?
I don't remember how long it lasts. So I have to ask when Mike gets back.
Okay. I'm just gonna lay there and be like, the flowers are that way last time I saw to Oz and Marsland and Justinian.
Can I assist Quentin in getting up?
Yeah,
Alright.
Justinian. I
Yeah.
need to rest for a minute.
I'll go look for the hawkweed.
Oh, why is it that we can't send the barbarian or the wizard to do anything?
You then hear, all of you, surrender your weapons. You are trespassing in these woods. And at about that time, you see 5 tabaxi step from the shadows, all with bows drawn.
Jade?
At all of.
Did
Did you really say
recognize
that?
any of them?
No.
Okay. It's pretty dark right now. Those with dark vision may recognize 2 of them.
So everyone but Carlson recognizes at least, well, and Justinian recognizes 2 of them.
I remember you.
Lay down your arms.
And I'll put down my halberd. You apprehended Arlo, or Jade.
Who's Arlo?
And they walk a bit closer. I thought we heard your clamor in the woods. You still trespass here.
I wasn't under the impression you owned these forests, since you are not from this island.
We protect this area.
Do you have papers that shows you own the rights to this land?
They just stare at you.
Is it not a valid question?
No.
My friend here is injured, and we are here for a. And I'll look over at Bishop Nightshade, looking for the nod,
I thought that it was Nightbloom.
and we were unaware that we were trespassing.
What activity were you performing out here to summon such a dark creature into our forest?
I believe it was called walking.
You think we summoned that thing?
We don't typically see creatures of that ilk wandering
Why
around
would-
our forest.
Why would we summon it only to kill it? If we summoned
mis-
it, wouldn't we be using it against you?
A mistake in your summoning ritual.
We don't need to go into logic, Moslin. We did not
Listen,
summon it. We are
did he
here
just
simply for the
accuse-
Nightshade.
Did he just accuse me of making a mistake? I would never do such a thing. One must read the book fully to understand before casting the spell.
They are not amused.
The thing was here when we were looking for Nightshade. What was it about? Bloom. The fact that blooms at night is what's throwing it off for me.
And it's right above Cinderbloom in our notes.
Right? That thing was here when we were walking and finding it. We did not summon it.
We will quickly leave your territory
After finding
if you-
Nightshade.
if you could assist us finding the Nightshade.
If you want to take Nightshade from our forests, you'll need to get approval.
Again, this is not your forest.
I mean, that's pretty standard. You need to get papers in order to.
Who do we need approval from?
And they as you say that, Bishop, they fire an arrow right at your feet. It doesn't hit you, but hits right near the ground. You were saying?
I was saying, this is not your forest. Obviously, you did not hear me.
We do not have time to wait for approval. We are on a strict time schedule, and many lives are at stake.
How long does it take to get approval?
We can't answer that.
Who can?
You will need to talk to the leader of our group.
And where is this leader?
And barring your association with other convicted felons of our troop and your relationship, you will all need to come with me. Mine is the elf and the other. Colton looks at him and just, oh, I'm amused at what's going on. I'm happy to attend.
Where they go, I go.
We do not have time for this.
We don't have time to fight them either. It's best to go get approval and be on our way.
How long will it take to get to your village to seek approval?
In the night? An hour?
Well, I am. Please point the way. No, I won't. And then I'll point at my halberd. Can I pick this up?
No. And they motion, and one of the tabaxi comes and picks it up. Justinian and Quentin and Marsland, because you have a staff, did you drop your things?
I mean, I was down. Technically, I dropped everything, right?
He's just down on the ground.
This is but the walking stick.
I drop the sword, but keep the hilt by itself. I drop
Okay.
the sword, but keep the hilt. Yep.
Marsland, I'll allow a persuasion check just because your charisma's terrible.
Oh, please.
For comic relief.
12.
No.
I'm going to hold my hand out to Quentin on the ground. Can you stand?
I'll grab it. I'm like, I think I can stand.
Does he stand?
I don't know. How long did it last, Mike, for the...
After the battle, it was done.
Okay. So yeah, you're good.
Okay. I'll try and help keep him steady. We've got some walking to do. Can you walk?
Oh, that's the last thing I wanted to do.
We don't
just
have
pick him
much of
up.
a choice.
I pick him up and put him on my shoulder.
I'm a parent now. Well, thanks for that. Bishop.
You've ridden on it before. Don't actually.
Yeah, I know. Am I just a team mascot? Is that what this is?
So they take your weapons. This way! And Bishop, they give you a bit of a shove.
Did we get the name of the / do we
Hey.
know the name of the tabaxi, the first one? And the second one. Do we actually know what the second one is?
You didn't ask. If you
Hey,
want to
we
ask,
are
you can.
cooperating. Please keep your hands to yourself.
So they start escorting you through forest. Any conversations you want to have?
I think this is bullshit.
I mean, not wrong, Bishop. Who do I know that technically owns the Spirit Woods, or is it just kind of like a thing?
Nobody that you know of. Yeah.
They set up camp, according to Jay. They just showed up.
Goodness.
Well-
All we have for notes on when Jade was taken was ran into taxis. Jade's old crew.
Ran into taxis. Great. That's great.
Taxis.
Good job, guys.
Yep. That's some note taken right there.
I don't remember their name, but I remember them being there when Jade was taken.
Who is this Jade that you all keep talking about?
Okay, are either of them Edge? Is one of them Edge?
Yes.
And they said, I imagine, does one of them have orange fur?
I believe so. I'd have
Was
to
the one
look.
talking to us Captain Black Jaguar?
Nope.
Okay. I figure that's one we're going to go see. Do you have the name for the one who's in orange fur?
Is it not in our?
No, it
NPCs?
literally has a blank next to it, but we have description.
Nope, because he didn't give me that.
Of
Okay.
course he didn't.
Can we call him Lulu?
Let me hold on. Let me look again.
Black fur, orange eyes. We have a blank for orange fur, and then we just have Edge, clanmate of Jade. Yeah.
So Colton,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't sure you weren't moving
Yeah.
on my screen, also I was like, maybe he didn't hear me.
no, I was
was
reading. I was seeing if I
Fair
I don't
enough.
have anything for orange fur. Yes.
You seem to have a very powerful crew. Why Oz?
He's family.
I heard that.
I don't care what you heard, Oz. Just keep walking and thinking about how you don't have your halberd anymore. Why Oz, though? He does the same thing that you do. A good captain of a good ship, shouldn't you be looking to diversify your crew as opposed to specializing it?
First off, no one does what I do. Secondly, Oz is meant for so much more.
In the short time I've known him, I would agree with you.
You just hear me just harumph in the background.
However, I don't think that messing with Bishop or anybody else in the group is the best way to get the response out of him. He has a really amazing power in his hands, but I think just prodding him with words doesn't get the same effect as actually letting him show his potential on his own.
Are you trying to counsel me on morality and actions?
No, just giving you a bit of advice about who Oz is now as opposed to who he was when he left your company.
Well, I know who Oz really is. You do not.
That could be a fair statement. I guess we'll find out in the end, won't we?
The truth always comes through. Like how these antlers, and he taps your antlers, sprout from your head. Not natural, is it?
Feels pretty natural. And I kind of just summon some of my Fey magic into my hands. This feels like power. This feels like nature.
He also holds out a hand, and you see like swirling yellow gold energy kind of encompass his hand, and it fires and wraps around his arm and up, and it like arcs into his eyes before it settles in. Everyone can do parlor tricks.
Best stand down, Justinian.
I wasn't threatening him. I was saying that this feels like nature, and this feels like power.
Mm.
There was no threat, Oz. You don't see me as a threat at all, do you, Colton?
None of you.
See?
Turning this conversation to other matters, how is Jade?
You'll find out.
Surely I hope not.
And they continue walking. You eventually come to the edge of a rather large crater. The trees have grown over the crater a bit, but in the center you see a few makeshift buildings and tents, the home of these creatures. They escort you down to a large fire that burns in the center. Wait here. And Sage and Edge
Yes, man, you can come get it. I just had to get back to the game.
walk away, and the other three tabaxi stay with you with their bows at the ready behind you. After a few moments, you see an older tabaxi approach, cane in hand, in full headdress. Her gray fur hinted in bits of glowing greens that illuminate in the darkness. Each step you hear the clashing of bones as they bump into each other as she moves closer to you. Her staff is adorned with purples and reds and greens that also glow in the darkness. On her belt are several small vials of liquids and a book, all swinging with each step as her feet slide across the forest floor. She walks up in front of all of you and stares at you one by one, moving from eye to eye. Bishop, she stops at you and taps her staff against your shell, and then you can see her put her ear up to it, and then she moves on.
Why do you bring your troubles and your flying ship to my forest?
A plague affects this island.
I am well versed in the plague that reaches and threatens to destroy the land of my people here and others.
Then you know that there is no cure as of yet. However, the Academy in Kandor's Keep has discovered a method of possibly
Academy, books, studies, heretics, all of them.
She shakes her staff.
They think they're better than us because they read their books and look down on us from their tower.
Arsalan's glancing around very nervously.
Are you saying they are aware of you? Because according to Jade, you are new to this island.
Jade. Jade knows we've been here longer than new. What is new, unless it's new in the eyes of a dragon itself?
I'm
So how long
sorry.
have you guys been here?
You have confused me.
We've been here since I was but a small kit. Maybe 50 to 80 years in total.
How old are you now?
She walks over, and she's only, I mean, she's under your chest, and she reaches up and grabs hold of your robe and kind of pulls your head down.
What are you doing?
You never ask a woman her age. It's insulting.
No, but can we ask the name?
Yes, I am Clouded Wind.
How tall is Clouded Wind?
Maybe 4.5 feet.
Okay. I'm going to lean in and I'm going to be like, has this plague reached your people?
Not as much my people, but the inhabitants of my forest.
If you can let us go and be on our way quickly so that we can collect a sample of one of the ingredients, if this cure works, I can bring it back so that you can replicate it yourself. Forget the academy, forget the books. We're just people trying to help people.
People trying to help people. Yes. Is that why your ship, your magical flying boat, it awakened ancient maladies in the forest and possibly countless more? Is that what you mean?
Sorry, but how do you draw the conclusion that our ship is the what awakened these creatures?
We didn't have them before you arrived.
It could surely be just a coincidence, no?
Sure.
What about the blue light that we saw before we found the creature?
You saw the blooms of a nightshade.
So this creature's consuming nightshade then?
It does.
So it's consuming the very thing that we are looking for to try to help.
In other words, nightshade is critical to a cure for this disease.
It's also critical to our culture and our lands and practices. I'm guessing if you need this for a cure for all the people of the lands, you need large quantities.
Or maybe just enough to be able to produce it elsewhere.
If it is central to your culture here, does it only grow wildly, or do you harvest it yourself and plant it in gardens?
We don't garden, as gardening is an abomination to nature. We let nature grow on its own, where it needs to be.
So this creature that is just randomly eating all the nightshade in and of itself is an abomination.
It is, awakened by your very presence.
If it was awakened by our presence just a couple of hours ago, how do you know so much about the creature?
Our eyes are everywhere.
How many tabaxi do we see?
Do you see?
Yeah.
10 to 15.
They're everywhere.
What will it take for us to be able to collect a dozen or so plants and be on our way?
You must make peace with the forest. You must take the ranger's journey.
That sounds like a long journey.
Are you scared?
More like we are under a very, very critical timeline in order to find a cure.
There's not much room for margin, if you know what I mean.
No.
I'm going to ask her in Sylvan if she speaks Sylvan.
She just looks at you.
Okay.
As do we all.
Are you insulting me?
No, I was just speaking the language of nature.
And Colton looks at you and responds in Sylvan.
I don't think these primitive cats speak our language.
How long does the ranger's journey take?
Maybe from sunrise to sunset. Maybe more. It's a spiritual journey of sorts.
What's
You may-
involved in the ranger's journey?
you must find a place. You must find it deep in the forest to the east. The river flows into a pond with no bottom. There, the ranger must pay respect and bring back a fully bloomed nightshade ready to seed. During your journey, you may not harm a plant nor forest creature, as you must focus your soul on the soil, the water, and the air. Let your bodies be purified by the gods of the land. Then, the nightshade you may have.
So, how many tabaxi are around?
About 15 that you can see.
Oh, okay. All right.
Bishop just points to the east. That way.
Yes.
May we have our weapons back if we are going to take this ranger's journey.
Of course, because what is a ranger without their tools?
How are we not to damage anything? Why would we need our weapons?
With her giving me permission, I just summon the sword back to my hand.
Oh gosh.
She gave me permission to have my weapon back.
Oh, well, there goes half the forest.
It's like Mjolnir. It's just like it's just cutting through tabaxi.
I wouldn't do it if it was dangerous.
With Quentin still on my shoulders, Bishop starts walking east.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Gwenton, you're not taking your weapon.
I'm going to ask for them to toss it to me. So I don't have any abilities now to use magically.
I'm a better cleric than you. I'm a better cleric than you.
For not being a cleric.
All right. So you're going to ask Colton just he just sets out his hand, an open hand, and just like beams a glare at one of the tabaxis, and they just awkwardly walk up and set it in his hand.
I guess we go further. I'm not unfamiliar with sleeping under the stars, if need be.
You are always welcome to go back to your ship. And I continue walking.
But Bishop, he's such a joy to have around.
Hopefully the morning dew doesn't seize your inner workings.
I'll politely go over there and ask for my weapon.
They hand it to you.
Grab mine as well, please.
We'll say you grab Gwenton's as well, because Bishop's just kind of taking off.
Get the Lightbringer!
Yeah, I'll take his weapon as well. Yeah.
Best of luck on your journey.
A night and a day, you said?
Don't worry about the time. Worry about the experience.
Do you have a map by chance?
She just looks at you, and she like grabs your hand and looks up and points to the stars.
We always have a map.
Well, yes, I've taken detailed notes in my notebook of the
Oh my
astronomy
god,
and the maps
quit
of
talking
the stars,
about the
but-
book. She just said they're an abomination.
Well, she can say whatever she wants. I will not stand for that type of... Anyway, do you do not have a map of the forest?
Oh my god.
I believe 45 movement.
Yeah, I'm dashing to keep up with Bishop at this point, because, like,
Fuck this shit.
yeah. He can go smell like book perfume somewhere else.
All right, so Bishop,
Useless.
are you leading the movement forward then?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up towards. She said the river leads to a pond.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not on the bank, but I'm keeping the river in eyes distance.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
10.
10. Okay. You all travel forward a while. Quentin, you're dodging branches and things. But
I'm being
I know
mindful.
you're being mindful, but you do start to you get to a point where like almost an unnatural thicket of vines has grown up and kind of bars your way. It seems to stretch on for a bit, minus the river. They don't cross the river, but the ground itself is just covered in these thick vines and nettles and small brush and everything. What would you like to do?
We should walk around that, even if it means going into the river.
I would agree.
I go where Bishop goes.
Okay.
Do you have like a little saddle that you just ride on the back of Bishop on?
This is not a baby saddle situation here, boy.
that would be pretty great, though.
Master
we have
Blaster
joked about
runs
it.
Border Town.
Okay. So you go down to the river area and you step through the mud. You can feel the cold. The water's cold. It's icy. You step through it, doing your best not to get stuck in the mud and work your way around. It takes you a bit longer than expected. It ended up being several feet thick, probably 20 to 30 feet thick. So you kind of work your way around and you're tripping and stumbling through the river as you get to the other side. Bishop, as you lead, roll another d20.
I will have also been trying to
Mapping.
catch up as I'm as I'm going. I'm mapping it all out. Yeah.
12.
Is this something you can get guidance on?
If you want to give guidance.
Okay. Guidance.
Who are you giving guidance on?
Bishop.
The guy I'm literally sitting on top of right
Yeah.
now.
He's just rubbing his head, telling me he's a good boy.
13.
Okay.
That's about right.
So you work your way through the forest, and as you do, you come upon a small clearing. It's about 15 foot in diameter. You see in the darkness those with by the way, Marsland, how are you getting around? You don't have dark vision. Everybody else does.
I'll light a torch.
Okay.
No. Oh, no.
Here we go again. In this
put that away, and then I'll cast dancing lights in front of Marsland.
Okay.
Thank you.
In this clearing, you see piles of antlers and bones, all kind of stacked up, and some have been there for an extremely long amount of time. And you kind of take in what you're seeing for a bit. What do you want to do?
Does it look like somebody's feast?
It just looks like piles of bones. It's interesting to find this in. It very much could be somebody's feast.
I point it out.
Okay.
And tell everybody to move silently.
Okay.
I will try to stealth.
I will stealth as well.
Okay. All of you roll up your stealth.
Oh, it says I have advantage because of my wonderful cloak. There we go.
Okay. As an average, you feel stealthy. As you're stealthily moving around this area, you hear a clatter on bone as something begins stepping on the bones.
No.
Your eyes avert to the side. By the way, you're stealthing with dancing lights or whatever.
I'll put away dancing lights. Marsland, just hold my hand.
You look over to see this large, like larger than normal, Talzin-like elk moving out of the forest. Each step comes with a labored breath as it trudges to the center of this place. And you just hear, with the full force of its body, it just collapses in exhaustion. And you can hear it breathing from the edge of the clearing.
Don't like that.
I'm no expert, but I think it's dying.
I stop.
Okay.
I'll do a medicine check from very far away.
All right. Make it with disadvantage. It'd be double disadvantage if I could.
If Bishop could sigh.
Seems healthy to you.
I put Gwynton down.
Okay.
And I start heading over to it.
Okay. You all can hear the bones crunching underneath Bishop's feet. Just.
I'm trying to be
right.
I tell Bishop,
friendly, like
Bishop, stop.
It as you step on them, you see it raise its head toward you, and it just looks at you with labored breath.
I continue to move closer towards it.
It doesn't shift. It just kind of lays there.
I go as close as it'll let me without attacking me.
It just lies there. You can hear its lungs compressed, and it's breathing heavy. What are the rest of you doing while Bishop's getting closer?
We can be watching them.
Should almost want to put this thing out of its misery.
Colton looks at all of you. It looks like we'll have meat for our journey.
Did you not hear what the tabaxi said?
Do you think this is a test?
I would assume.
I think this is a
everything
sick
test.
idea.
All right,
deer, but
Bishop,
a deer.
what are you doing?
Okay. I don't know if it's like an animal handling check or anything like that, but I'm gonna like put my hand on its head, let it know I'm friendly.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a medicine check.
I'll just allow that as part of your medicine check.
Okay. So 16.
Okay. Looking at it, looking over its fur and the condition it's in, its fur's matted. It's graying in areas. This is an extremely old creature. It doesn't look like it's been attacked by anything or that it's ill by any point. It's done, you know.
Okay. Then I will sit with it until it passes.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? You see Bishop just kind of sit down beside it.
Do I?
Well, yeah, no, you wouldn't. You're just in the dark.
holding on to Oz's cloak.
I take that back. It is a clearing. The moon is out, so there is moonlight shining down. So yeah, you would see it.
Okay.
That's fair.
I am going to send my familiar up in the air to scout around us, and I'm going to look through its eyes.
It kills a mouse.
Mission over.
Mission over.
I think it has dark vision, right? Because it's like a hawk or something.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You see stretches and expanse of forest. Depends on how far you take it out.
I'm going to send it a ways upstream of the way we're walking, like towards the pond.
Okay. You're just going to take it east. So I would say after quite a distance, you do see something that resembles what was described.
Okay. And I'll just call it back to me, and once I know it's flying back in my direction, I'll reopen my eyes.
Okay.
Yep.
So after a couple hours, it breathes its last breath and it passes there. And as it does, Bishop, it kind of moves its head and nuzzles up against you, and then you feel it pass, and the night becomes silent.
If we're there for a couple hours, okay if I take a short rest?
Yep, absolutely.
All right. I will go and start digging,
Okay.
and I will bury it.
Okay.
I will help Bishop dig that big asshole.
But
Okay.
Guys, do you not let me do that? And I wave my hand and excavate the ground.
Okay. It just turns over some of the bones and things as you open up a hole in the ground.
Bishop just looks at him. Some things need to be handled with respect. Magic does not solve everything, Marsland.
Dirt?
What did I do that was disrespectful? I do not follow.
Yes, I understand. You moved dirt.
If you do not wish to honor my
Funeral rite?
right, then you can go and sit down.
It was alive. You were respectful to it when it was alive.
What should I do, Bishop? I am
Nothing. I am handling it. Thank you.
not. I would like to help.
So I will pick this thing up and place it in the hole that I was digging.
That's pretty
And
great.
Start covering it.
Colton's
kind of
just
step back away from the hole. I'll be like, all right, Bishop did not want anybody's help with this. Like, he wants to do this on his own.
My
Colton's-
hole is a perfectly good hole. I do not anyway. I guess I will fill the hole in then.
Colton's sitting up against a tree, and he just looks around, pulls out some dried meat, and just just watching.
Once I'm done,
okay.
I just head back over to where we were and start walking again.
Okay. So that takes roughly 45 minutes or so. Go ahead and roll the D20 once again. What was it?
19.
Oh, okay. As you continue following the river, the path clears out a bit, and you have a nice, smooth, non-debris path, and it's kind of nice for a bit. You're not stepping over stuff, fallen logs and things. You're just walking through, and as you do start to get into an almost pearl-like mist rising from the ground. And it feels cool against your skin. You continue forward, and you can hear the sound of water in the distance, like a waterfall. Nothing large and crushing like a giant fall, but like a small stream entering into a pool of water. So you continue going forward, and as you approach, you see the river has reduced down to a smaller creek, exiting its path from above a stony outcropping into a small pond. In the center of the pond is a small island, maybe 5 foot in diameter, and on it you see small glowing flowers with one large one that is in full bloom. It's opened up all the way. You see small little tendrils coming out of it, and on those tendrils are small cylindrical egg-like shapes.
I suggest we handle this with care.
Does anybody know, how to extract the plant out of the ground without tearing up its roots? Like, maybe we can keep it alive?
That is not my specialty.
Well, I suppose I can give it a try. So I'll head over there and I'll try to gently, move away the dirt from the roots and try to, pull it out as a potted plant, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm helping.
Okay, you're going to go over there as well?
Can I help you remove this dirt?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'd be glad to help. I'll do it with my hands.
Quentin?
I'm just keeping watch.
I'm going to stay on the edge of the pond.
Okay, Oz?
It'll come up to the edge of the pond as well.
Okay. Justinian and Marsland, you swim out there. The water is icy cold, and having your past experience with water in general, there's an uneasiness there, especially with Marsland, with the things that have happened in deep water. But this one feels like it's so deep, it feels like it pulls you down.
Like, can't Quentin cast walk on water?
You can.
You meta.
Yeah.
Quit meta.
I mean, doesn't Oz also have a ring that lets you walk on water? He got from a dungeon crawl right before he ran away from a dead guy.
I believe I have that. It's in my inventory.
I was going to say, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just about to say, I'm going to just walk out over the water in the lake.
Oh, okay. So Justinian, you're swimming as Marsland's just walking beside you.
Yep.
And you reach out to the island and step in front of the large bloom there in the center.
Harm no plant nor forest creature. That is what the words are. That is what they say.
As the moonlight shines down on the clearing of trees and pond, you see a shadow parting the waters of the waterfall. Its golden scales glisten as the moonlight reflects from the water running down its body. Spines jut from its mouth, appearing to be like whiskers on its face, with twin rows of frills beginning at the snout and grow larger as they proceed down its long back. Its horns twist and turn from its head, and its scales almost emit a golden glow. The creature's wings are large and sail-like, starting at its shoulders and proceeding down the length of its body. It steps out and sits down on the shore opposite you and cranes its large neck to within about 5 foot of you, Justinian and Marsland. You see its eyes glowing with swirling golden light as you're in the presence of a dragon.
Oh, what?
You come to my place to steal from me. Is that what you do?
No, we came because we were told that the Ranger's Journey was the only right way to acquire the nightshade which we need to save people's lives.
I understand and hear that, but how do I know if you are good or evil?
mean, look at this. What would I harm? How do we prove that we are good?
How does one prove whether they are good or evil, but by their actions?
The only thing that I know that I could do is offer you a sacrifice to prove that our intentions are pure. What do you need from me to prove that I just care about helping save sick people and that I don't do this for self-interest?
The creature stands up and walks around the pond itself, and it brings its head down level with Bishop.
I have seen your kind before, wreaking destruction and havoc and pain. From my youth I watched as you decimated people, while you decimated families. You destroyed this land. Now you stand outside of my lair, in my forest. What say you, creature of destruction?
What you know of my people is true. I am the last of my creators' warriors that I know of. I do not remember everything that I was ordered to do, but I know that it was not very I cannot say. I have been given a second chance, and I have tried my best to use it to redeem my past mistakes. There is an elk graveyard we passed. I sat there trying to comfort an elderly elk as it passed away. No one should have to die alone. I hope that my presence gave it peace to pass on. Other than that, I am trying my best to help cure this plague that man has made devastating these lands.
While no amount of deed will ever justify what you have done in your past, I saw what you did with the elk, and I am inclined to believe you as being good. But what of you?
His head cranes and turns toward Oz. Oz, you can smell sulfuric breath just getting blown out of his nose right into your face.
How do I know you are good?
I don't know if I am good. So how could you know if I am good?
I saw you thrust yourself in front of the creature that plagues my forest. Saw yourself try to save your friend. But do you believe you are evil, or do you exist in the in-between?
I don't know. I'll look back. I'm a slave. I only do what my master tells me.
That is not good.
I know. I fight. And I fight. And I fight some more. But I do it now that I have my independence for a brief time to defend my friends here. But my independence is very limited. Soon I will return back to my bondage.
You see the inside of the creature's nostrils flare a bit and begin to glow as he snorts out warm breath over you and turns toward Justinian.
You reek of the father of trees, do you not?
I do, and I have vowed to protect what is his, and I pull the hilt out of my satchel, and I go, I gave my word to him just as I am giving my word to you.
The birchwood blade, the blade that was broken, the blade to not be reforged and you carry it. What pieces have you found?
Just this one.
You should look in the halls of dark places. The single mountain that stands alone on the ocean. You will find some of what you look for. The rest is lost to the desert. For I remember that blade, and I remember what it cost. But I know you as good because it reeks from your bones. But you...
He turns toward Marsland.
You reek of the abominations of the Academy. The magics that destroy these lands. The magic that ripped the soil from the ground and reforged cities. Crushing thousands. Drowning others. How do I know you are good?
Must you blame the Academy for the sins of their ancestors? Can't nobody change? The Academy means good now.
How do you know their intentions are good?
Well, I guess as with anything, you have to trust some things that you come across as face value, and
I don't have to trust anything.
This is true. I guess it is good to have a curious or a healthy sense of doubt, but I have only seen good come out of there in the time that I have spent, although it has been limited. So, in the name as somebody that is researching must always do and keep their mind open, I guess my mind can be swayed if I see otherwise, but I have yet to see anything but good come out of them.
You reek of books. Do you not care for anything else?
I did used to think that that was all that mattered, is just the knowledge and capturing it, but as a giant toad once taught me, there can be more to life. I am starting to learn this. You know of him.
Forsaken and forgotten and left behind and disrespected by all who matter. A paltry god. A waste of ethereal energy.
I do agree. He seemed quite judgmental.
I didn't have a problem with him.
As he turns its head toward Gwenton.
And you, little snack, what of you makes you good? I see inside of you, deep inside, true silver runs in there, but by how much? Her light fades, doesn't it?
It is true that I haven't been able to talk to her as much in recent times. The last time I talked to her, it seemed like something was going on. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily the greatest person. I fail at many things. But I'm definitely not the most evil person who's walked this earth. I've made my fair share of mistakes.
That you have. But here with these, you are willing to sacrifice, as the other did. And you seem to have no regard for your own safety.
Even if I did have regard for my own safety, I feel like I'd be put in places where it doesn't matter.
So tell me, what makes a hero?
What makes a hero is them never giving up. At least to me.
He rises up. He levels down with Colton.
Yep.
And
it. Do it.
I see your machine. I see you harassing my skies. They are mine on this island. And you think you matter.
And I think your head would look great mounted in my halls.
You are insolent. And you associate with these. You accept him, all of you?
That would be a big no.
By necessity, they do. You could say the goodness of my heart is by my means for them to complete their tasks, which brings us here where you waste our time with silly questions and evaluations.
If it wasn't for the upset stomach I would get by consuming you, I would tear you from limb to limb now.
You could certainly try. I believe you'd get a bellyache from consuming the metal monstrosity as well.
I wish I had Zone of Silence.
just put silence on Colton. He's just talking and no one can hear him.
While I don't believe all of you, while some of you...
And he looks over to Oz.
Need to figure out your place. I believe your intentions are good. And for that, I will help you keep your oath of not harming a creature or plant.
He reaches down and scoops up the flower into his mouth and sets it in front of Oz. and it's just a chunk of dirt with the flower growing there.
Use both hands to pick it up, one on the dirt and the other one on the flower.
Now, leave this place to never return, as you are in the home of Azrock the Eternal. Returning here with ill intentions would not bode well for you adventurers.
You'll have to put that in chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
I
going
will.
to say, please chat name, please.
Azrock the Eternal. AZ Rock.
Okay.
Wasn't that the after school special?
I have no idea.
A to Z Rock or something like that?
What kind of dragon is he? Like, what color is he?
Golden.
Gold.
Gold.
And with that, he walks back, heavy steps echoing across the ground. His body wrapping, encompassing the entire pond area as he sits down and raises his head into the sky. The moon, as it's starting to go down, backlights, and you just see the shadow of his head in the darkness with these two glowing golden molten eyes staring down at all of you.
Take this gift and ask for no other.
Bishop starts to walk away.
Thank you, and follow Bishop.
Yeah, don't wait up for me, guys. I'll just swim across and catch up to you when I can.
Sorry, I can't hear you from over there.
You hear some movement down, and you turn to see behind you as Rock has his head right where you're at, and he just goes, and you just go flying and tumbling into the ground on the other side.
Both of us?
Yeah, because you're both there. His head encompasses like the whole island, so
Well, I have to say, that was my first time encountering a dragon. If we don't count Jade's pet.
Did you forget about the crystal dragon? Or the little one from the cave?
Yes.
You know, the one that killed him?
Azadolf, your memory is just not what it should be. It's something I plan on fixing.
I'm sure. Well, it's the first golden dragon that I've ever seen.
That is a fair statement.
Wait,
I have to say, oh, go ahead.
No, when did we meet a dragon? What are you talking about?
This was probably more of a wyvern, wasn't it? It was in a cave where we got the eggs back in the forest that Jade burnt down.
Oh.
That was your friends that burned that down?
Friend is a relative term. It was more of an acquaintance, and he just kind of stuck around for a while until he eventually got, taken back to his tribe.
His
Which-
just desserts?
Ironically enough, is where we're heading to now.
To be fair, they were in the process of attempting to save my life.
You know, Colton, I have to say, I was rather impressed with you before, but either you are really sure of yourself or you bluff a little too hard.
Why do you say that?
I've never heard story of one person facing down a dragon and it ending well for that person.
Control yourself, Justinian. You're drooling.
Things breathe, and things stop breathing.
I tend to help them get to the second condition.
Oh,
And yet you're helping us maintain the first condition.
Oh, the rewards are well past that. I can overlook it. And he looks over at Oz with a grin.
Yes, reward. Well, let us try not to step on anything on our way out of here. I'd hate to incur the wrath of that dragon. I do not have the steel gonads of my uncle.
You will.
Yeah. We'll see.
So I'm not exactly clear. We've got everything that we had captured by the Tabaxi. Do we even need to go back to them, or can we walk straight from here to the airship and save ourselves some time?
They don't know that we have succeeded.
I'm sure that there are probably Tabaxi watching us right now that we are not aware of.
And I am not a fan of having an arrow in my back, or in my front, or anywhere in particular.
They told us that if we succeeded in this journey, we would get what we need and we can leave. I suggest we do not alter course.
So to the airship. Understood.
I'm going to look around in the forest.
Thank goodness you have a memory that never fails, Bishop.
If you see here, I've mapped out our exact course to get back to them. If we just follow right here, we'll get back in no time.
Okay. You continue heading west, back the way you came, because you have a map to do exactly that. The sun begins to rise. Can you all give me a Constitution check?
Sorry, that was a saving throw, not the right one.
Is it just a Constitution check, or is it Constitution saving throw?
Just a check.
Oh, that was a saving throw.
Wow. These are just bad.
Well, okay, I'm going to ask this because Quentin did the same thing. Like, if this is for exhaustion,
Yep.
We all sat there and took short rests.
Yeah, it wasn't as much that as you've been up for over 24 hours at this point.
Okay.
And I would give Bishop and Oz advantage. So roll again, since you need half the amount of sleep as everybody else. Jesus.
7 both times.
Okay, so
Wow.
I think everybody failed except for Oz.
Wait, what?
I don't see yours. What was yours?
Oh, mine was a 16. I had turned it to roll 1 just self because I was messing around.
How does the wizard make it?
Okay, so Oz and Marsland, you're fine. So the rest of you, you're starting to feel as you have all 1 rank of exhaustion. Should roll for Colton as well. Oh. Yeah, Colton is more than fine.
Of course he is.
All right. So that is disadvantage on ability checks and such. So are you going back to the camp or back to the boat?
Boat.
Heading,
Camp.
I'm heading back to camp since
Yeah.
what
Okay.
we said we were doing.
Oh, I thought we said the boat because you said that the lady said we could be on our way.
That's
Once we got
fine, but
Once we
I
returned
don't.
with the
I don't know how to
Night
get
ship.
back, so we're going to need a
Okay.
guide.
All right.
Oh,
So
Oz,
to
have you
camp.
seen my map?
No, I did not see your map. Doesn't it just take us back to camp?
Well, yes, because that's where I'm going.
Where is the airship on that map, Marslin?
And he furrows his brow and gets out his quill and starts drawing in the rest of the map from memory. Takes a couple minutes, then I believe it's right about here.
I think you're making that up.
Why would I make that up? I have an impeccable memory for maps.
Right. I believe you. I've seen your maps. Fine. To the camp.
All right. You, after a while, you arrive back at the camp, and the they're waiting for you as you return, and Clouded Wind comes up.
So, did you find the things you're looking for?
We did. Thank you. We have been allowed this night bloom, pointing at the flower, or nodding at it. Because am I still carrying it? I'm assuming I'm still carrying it.
Right.
We have been allowed this gift from Azrak.
Yes, the protector.
Yes, he's quite the intimidating creature, that's for sure. Now, before we go, please tell Jade that we hope he is well.
They won't be hearing from Jade for a while.
Oh, now you've sparked my curiosity. What has happened to our dear Jade?
Where did I put it?
He done
What?
died.
What? His corpse? That seems a little severe.
His skull is in here somewhere.
Where did I put that skull?
No, I had it. I had it written up somewhere around now where it's at. Let me look.
It's fine.
No.
That's-
Just freaking hold on.
Wonderful morning we're having here, don't you say?
Jade was sent back to the home island after being charged with treason and desertion. I don't believe we'll be seeing him around for a while.
Well, I do hope he's alive.
He will be. Though he won't stride the forest anymore.
Well, his business is his own. Now.
So meta.
Thank you, Clouded Wind.
And she reaches up and holds the small pods that are on the plant.
Each of these are seeds. If you need more, grow your own.
Thank you. Moslin, did you get that?
I suggest we put that in Gwynton's care.
I am quite careful, but I do not want to be responsible for this. Gwynton.
I'll take it and put it in the bag of holding.
Gently now.
No oxygen in there.
It's the same state, right?
Put a body in there and see what happens.
I'll just put it in my bag then, but I'll take. Are the seeds able to be picked so I can take the seeds
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Can those go in the bag of holding without dying?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So
If we could get an escort back to our ship, unless any of you know how to get back. I mean, Marsden?
Did you not? Yeah, I was about to say, did you not hear Marsland draw out the map?
That's fine, and I'm sure it is a wonderful job.
I might be about a foot off left or right here or there.
But forgive my doubt of the one time that Marsden has been here. Fine. Good day, Clouded Wind.
You are always welcome back if you
Are we?
need assistance.
Well, thank you. That is a surprising statement. Did you hear that, Clan of Clouded Wind? We're welcome back.
Always.
Always.
We are friends of the forest.
So for the next couple hours, they take you back to the ship.
Feels
minute.
good to be home.
What?
It took us 1 hour to get there and 2 hours to get back to the
No,
ship?
you walked for
I know.
yeah,
An hour. You walked for an hour.
and then more hours once they got you.
Marsden, you were spot on.
Well, I was correcting it as we were going back. See, I missed this little jog here, and there was this rock over here that I don't know what got into me. I just completely missed it.
Well, you're quite the perfectionist. Well, we're here, so I will try not to doubt you on your map-making skills.
And I will try not to doubt you on your transformation abilities.
What?
To the ship?
To the ship.
Okay. You all board the ship. Where to next, Azadolf?
The Academy. We need to get this plant here safely.
No.
Bishop, do you have something else you'd like to do?
We need more stuff before going back to the academy.
To the academy?
I would rather put this herb somewhere safe so that it can be used again instead of dying while we're traveling.
So travel 2 more days to drop something off at the academy to drive 2 more days back to where we were.
I can get some dirt onto the ship if we want to try and grow this on the ship.
Please don't be growing things on my ship. This is my ship, not yours.
You wouldn't even be willing to let us have a potted plant?
If you have a pot to put it in. Most of you have a pot to piss in.
With a giant pot.
I can see the conversation now. Oh, dear Drist. We have the nightshade. However, it is dead. So only these seeds will do. You're going to have to go back to the forest to go get some more nightshade. Good luck with Azrock.
How big is a tinderbox?
Do what?
How big is a tinderbox?
Like a matchbox.
Okay. I'm just looking to see what I have in my inventory. Try anything to make as a potted plant.
So where are we going?
Bishop?
Winton knows where the ingredients lay.
Cinderbloom is near Governor's Den. That should be our next destination. Because we have hawkweed, Gefnol, this. I'm gonna say the wrong thing.
Nightshade. Yep.
Then we need Cinderbloom, and then they already have the veil.
How much hawkweed do you have?
What?
I said, how much hawkweed do you have?
Not a whole lot. We do need hawkweed, but it's. Hang on. Where's hawkweed at again? Scroll. In session like 36. Oh, we could actually just go right to near Yargish to either Sardines Pass or Yargish.
Not
Okay,
Yargish.
now-
We talked about that.
Now, let me ask you, because the dragon said something to me about part of my sword being on the single mountaintop. Does anybody know where that's at?
Would I?
Justinian, if you'll forgive me, but I don't care. Right now, I'm dying.
Right, but if we have to go to a mountaintop anyways, why not kill two birds with one stone, Oz?
And are we flying right now?
No.
Are we in the air?
No, nobody has said
And
where
then
to go.
I'll look over to the right and I'll be like, see, Justinian, there's a mountaintop. And then I'll look over to the left, taking this map, and there's another mountaintop.
No, those are hills. We talked about this. I only had
that
so many
looks like
tools
a
to work.
mountain, ominous voice that came from nowhere.
Well, I only have so many tools to make a map, and there was none to color it. So,
Quentin, Bishop, have either of you two heard of this single mountaintop that the dragon was telling me about?
Would I know anything about Sardines Pass being a mountaintop, or is that just hills?
no, those are mountains. Those are mountains. Yes.
Those are the only mountains that I know about.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't been to Darney. Can't read the
Deer-
fucking map.
Dearney.
Dearney. To know that's a mountain or a hill, technically, right?
Yeah, you've never been there.
Okay. The only
Okay,
mountain.
then-
Go ahead.
Then let's go on to Sardines Pass then, since it's right here.
Sounds good to me.
It is right there. This is logical.
All right, I'm gonna go downstairs and take a nap.
I thought we already had hawkweed. Why are we going to the mountain?
We only had. It takes one full hawkweed thing, which I still argue because you described it as a fern to me. But it takes
Yeah.
one full hawkweed to make a potion.
Well, if
But
you're
yeah.
using rosemary on chicken, you don't just pull one little leaf off and throw it in the pot. It's the whole
Oh, you,
thing.
you described
I
it
was
more as
imagining something
ferns. I
like-
thought it was like a fern plant.
No, it's
I wasn't thinking rosemead. One you see that makes way more sense now.
more like rosemary.
Okay, yeah, and we need a lot more of this. It takes an entire one of these to make one tonic.
Can't we just purchase that? Can't the Academy just purchase that? I'm very confused.
Obviously.
All I know is that time is ticking.
Which is why we should start
Oh,
arguing
God.
and
You are prolonging it.
Sardines Pass.
Yep, Sardines Pass. And a nap.
Sardines Pass, Uncle.
Sardines Pass it is.
Are
Frost,
you are you sure?
Apparently,
Sure as muddy water.
we are sure.
Are you positive?
Yes.
I really need to learn Zone of Silence.
Sardines Pass it is. In the middle on the trail or
Up
anything
in the mountain.
Wherever we can find hawkweed.
Oh, I'll use my sense object to find that.
I don't know that one. Could you teach me?
Yes. I could teach
Bishop
you
goes down.
so many things. And the ship rises up and begins traveling as the cool morning air rejuvenates you. I think most of you are going to bed, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. As the morning of day 7 arrives and you head off towards Sardines Pass, that's where we're going to end tonight. Burning herbs, that's right. So, wow, that was confusing.
So
What
we're
was
going to Candor's Keep.
herbology?
But we got through it. So, well, we appreciate you all stopping by and talking in the chat, the Dia de los Muertos, and the others in the chat. I'm scrolling back, Malfus and everyone else. Don't forget to check out B&B this Wednesday. We'll have the official and unofficial pre-show show going on Wednesday for we'll be delving into Moria to see where dwarves died.
Was that
And it comes out tomorrow.
Wow.
So only on the Epic right now. So don't forget Midland Mall Comic Con. It's coming up. Hopefully we're going to start planning some stuff out. We did pick up some content that kind of help us. So we've got a very loose theme that we're going to be working around. But I think the new content we just picked up is going to help with that quite a bit. But we want to see you there, and we'll get eventually when it gets closer, we'll get the sign up sheet out. Probably when do we usually do that? Like January, February-ish, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I signed up in the middle of January for my sessions.
Okay. That sounds right. Cause then it's after the holidays. So we can do that. Next week you don't want to miss cause that's our Halloween episode. So, we'll try to have a little bit of fun with that. As we find out what happens to the party as they're on day 7, 1 week of sickness. So there's that, except for Bishop. He's just like, screw you guys, whatever happens. So he doesn't want his friends to die though, allegedly. All right.
Let's go over the ocean. I'll bear hug Colton and I'll jump off the airship.
You can certainly try, right?
And he teleported.
So thank you all for stopping by. Oh, Barrel 136. Thank you for the follow. Putting us at 238. Great. But we're ending for tonight. And until next time, we'll see you in the dungeon. Take care, everybody.
The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, that's a mantra. Keep 'em running and gunning like Contra, I'm a monster. The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, yeah that's a mantra. I keep 'em running and gunning like Contra, yo I'm a monster. Turn it up. What you know about the final boss? I got him trying to buy time with the sign of the cross. I redefine high crime and the meaning of loss. I'm off hip, but a body like I'm playing lacrosse. Beat to the EG, I'm keeping them queasy. I make it seem easy, acknowledge me. I've been demolishing your cities, I'm astonishingly sleazy. I'm the big bad, y'all must be the cast. I'm killing a master, villain, a blast, a disaster. Really a rap bastard, within the rap fast for the masses. I ravage all races and classes. Savage, I can't stop myself. Thinking of all the ways I can top myself. On God, I can move like a devil. I hope you and your squad are ready for the last level that ends here. The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, that's a mantra. Keep 'em running